Hi everyone, this is Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com, and the purpose of this video is to show you how to add individual credits to your FilmFreeway submission form for your video submission, film submission, or even screenplay submission. All of them are edited in the same way and basically the same place. So if you go to FilmFreeway.com and click on My Projects, it'll list your projects. Here I have an example film and an example screenplay. If I go to the film section, I'm going to click on Edit, and you go down to Section 3, and here is where your credits are. This is important for film festivals because if your credits are listed in the proper place, in the proper way on your form, it's easy to find members of your crew or cast that could be selected or nominated for awards. For example, we have a Best Actor, Best Actress, a Best Cinematography, we have a Best Editor, we have a Best Original Music Award. Sometimes it can get a little bit hard to go through several videos and look at the scrolling credits on the end of the video to try and write down by paper who is the composer or who's the editor or whatever. This handy section helps us see all of the metadata about our submissions in one place and makes it easier on us. And I partially filled out the form in a way that a lot of filmmakers do with an error on purpose. As you can see, the header section says director. I've listed myself, Michael Fair, as the director, but in the prior credits, I just threw the word director in there. That is wrong. A lot of people do that. You would be shocked. This is where we actually want to have a credit that someone did. So Michael Fair maybe directed Blind Date, and we want like a film or something that I've directed. Maybe I directed 2 films, and the other one was called Blind Date 2, okay? So I filled out this section. You can fill out the writers. This screenplay was written by my son, and his previous credits that he wrote before I directed this film, let's say, were Discover the World, okay? So you're just looking for credits. You can use a comma to add as many as you like. As you can see, there's some other sections in here by default in FilmFreeway for producers and key cast members. It's important in the cast members that we also get the character name because it helps us identify which actor is which, especially if you have 4 or 5 actors in your film. So this particular actor might be John Johnson, and he plays the role of Jimmy Boy, and his previous credits might be a film called The Hookup, okay? So that's just pre-filled information that I've typed in here before. You can type in anything that you'd like. You want to add another key cast member. This cast member might be Emily Williams, and her character in the film may be Jen, and then her previous credits may be the action, okay? So all of this is just fictional, just making it up off the top of my head. You may want to differentiate. It makes it easier for the film festival to identify certain actors. If you maybe want to give people credit, but they weren't the key cast member. For example, I'll add a credit section that says supporting cast, all right, and hit OK. And then maybe, you know, I had a friend in here, okay, who was the store owner, and they had like 1 line. All right. The last thing you want to do is list all your credits in here in no particular order, and all of a sudden the film festival nominates Kathy Smith for the Best Actress Award. They thought that they were the main characters because they were listed first. Common mistake. And actually, there is no character name section. I just did this wrong. So prior credits, we do want to know what Kathy Smith worked on as an actual film, and maybe she worked on the action as well. Okay. So supporting cast, prior credits, boom. Going on again, I mentioned editor and composer. Maybe you had an editor and you want to add Kimberly, Simon, previous credits. Maybe this is her first film, so she doesn't have a credit. And then you add another person on here, and this person also was an editor, and maybe they were Will, her brother, okay? Will Simon. So brother and sister edited this thing. They don't have any previous credits. There's no problem with that, but at least now we know who the editors are. So when we list the Best Editor Award, we put their names on the award. And of course, Best Original Music Award comes from your composer or composers. I don't know. I'll put the composer on here. and you can list everyone here for your composers, okay? So Rhonda Williams composed your film, and she did a film called The Flower and the Little Girl. All right, and that's how it works. None of these things save unless you go down here and click on the green Save Project button. That way, when you go back here to edit project in the future and you want to add a credit or something, it's in real time. It's up to date. So looks like Michael Fair also directed Blind Date 3 because he's an unimaginative person. And there you go. Michael Fair's got a third credit. Your film's been out there for a while. And so since it's been on FilmFreeway, maybe you forgot about it, or maybe you just want to go ahead and add it because they worked on something new, and click on Save Project. The same thing works for screenplays. You may have a different approach. Here's editing a screenplay. Scroll down to section 3, and here's writers. Michael Fair, previous is Blind Date, but I want to add a credit section. I'm going to add a story by credit, so I'm going to put story. This is based on someone else's story, and the story was, you know, William Rogers wrote the story, but he doesn't have a credit. This is purely optional. And so story by William Rogers, but the screenwriter is Michael Fair. So I'll go down here, click the green button, and we are done. If you have any questions about this process at all, please send me an email, michael.fair@filmfestivalcircuit.com. And for the events that we run and operate that are film festivals in Oregon and Texas, we'd love to see your new films, screenplays, videos, teleplays, whatever you have. We have festivals that cater to every genre you can imagine. So please reach out or go to filmfestivalcircuit.com to learn more about us. Have a good day. I hope this video helps you out. Take it easy. Bye.